Hello all. So I'm putting this video on my backup account rather than my main account because it's about the man that keeps getting me in trouble and keeps getting my videos taken down and getting strikes against me, etc. Mr. Robinson. So you may or may not be aware that he was in court about 10 days or so ago to face charges for harassment of journalists who worked for the Daily Mail. But before that court case came to court, he had made a very short 25-30 minute documentary explaining the background to that case and putting his side of events and explaining what the Daily Mail journalists had effectively done to him and his family, and released that documentary. He then came to court, and at court they set some dates for future case hearings, etc., and he was granted bail. But when you're granted bail, you're normally granted bail on certain conditions. So all of a sudden, in the last couple of days, the Crown Prosecution Service for CPS have contacted his lawyers and have said the film that you made, or a mini documentary that you made, breaches those bail conditions. However, they even acknowledge in their letter to the lawyers that we are aware that you made this before the bail conditions were set, before the court hearing was heard, and before you knew what the bail conditions were even going to be. So they're acknowledging that in their own letter. However, despite all of that, we want you to remove the film, take it down, stop anyone from seeing it. Otherwise, you'll be taken back into court and you may well be remanded in custody. So essentially what they're saying is that information that he put out in the public domain before he'd gone to court, before he'd been given bail, and before any bail conditions were set, might retrospectively breach the bail conditions that were subsequently set. And if you continue to breach those bail conditions, despite you having done this action and taken this action before those bail conditions were even a thing, we'll bang you up again. It's laughable, isn't it, to some extent? So you can effectively be done for something effectively by a law that was set after you did said thing. That makes sense. It's just any excuse to try and stop him communicating with the public, any excuse to try and get him banged back up in a cell again. He has 7 days to comply with this. Be interesting to see what happens. For his own sake, I hope he complies. A lot of people have seen the documentary now. It's out there. If you go and do a search on it, Tommy Robinson Mail, Daily Mail documentary, you got about 7 days to watch it, hopefully, and then hopefully it'll be taken down and he won't get banged up again. We shall see.